Welcome to another tips and trips video about Medieval Total War 2 with the stainless steel mod. This one we're going to talk about how to get around excommunications, which is one of the most annoying features, especially of stainless steel. Excommunication only allows you to attack a Christian king with a Christian king for about 2 turns, and then the Pope jumps in and threatens you with excommunication. And that is really bad because he won't let you attack anything. And if you try, you'll get this message popping up. And if you do get excommunicated, that puts you in line for a crusade being directed against you, but definitely your happiness in all your cities will go down, and your taxes will go down as well. So it's really something you want to avoid, although being excommunicated does give you complete freedom to do whatever you like. But you also can't go on crusades, and crusades save you a lot of money. So what you do is get your diplomat and get him in to offer a deal, a ceasefire. The Pope gives you 5 turns to get the ceasefire. But when you do that, it says on the screen there near the middle, it says received enemy. And while it says that, he's probably not going to accept any ceasefire deal from you. So you've got to change that. And once you get the ceasefire, you will be able to be okay with the Pope again. So what you do to get around this is to make a single offer of map information, and then demand some money in return. But make it a small amount that's very reasonable, and so that the offer becomes balanced. Because he won't accept it, but that's what you want. You want him not to accept it, because now, although he's not accepted it, his attitude is neutral. It's no longer receive enemy. And because you're neutral, you can now make him the offer of a ceasefire and trade rights, and you'll see it's become up very generous. And any offer that's very generous or generous is generally accepted throughout the game. And this isn't an exception. So you've now converted it from a demanding to a generous offer, and because of that, he'll accept it, and you will be all right with the Pope again. Now, you may say, well, so what? I still can't fight the other Christian powers. But the thing is, though, that there's no limitation on this ceasefire. You can break it on the very next turn, and but you have to do it before you break it. Though you have to remember, if you've given them trade rights, to stop the trade rights, so you retain your trustworthy nature. So there you go. Hostilities have ceased. And although there may be a bug, I'm not sure. Maybe this is my copy of stainless steel, but it seems to be now still telling me that the Pope still wants me to cease hostilities, even though I've done so. I'm just hoping that this will result. Might be that the Pope has to die before that message will go away. I don't know. Okay, so that's the basic principle. The principle is make a balanced offer, change it from a receive enemy to neutral, then make your offer for a ceasefire. It will accept the ceasefire, and the next turn you can go back to raping and pillaging for another 2 turns before the Pope tries to stop you again, except with this bug running, he can't ask you again because he says you're already at war with them. So anyway, I don't know how that's supposed to work. One other thing I'd just like to mention is the basic trick with diplomacy, because diplomacy is very badly done in Medieval Total War 2. One basic trick you can do there is to make an offer that he can't refuse, but he also can't afford. And if you do this over and over again as a very generous offer, you will get your relations up to perfect very quickly, and this will enable you to do all sorts of things in diplomacy that are otherwise impossible. So to do that, you make an offer for a free territory, usually given about 3 territories, but you ask him to pay about 30,000 gold for it. And usually there isn't a player that can afford to pay 30,000 gold. So they'll say, well, thank you very much. That's a very generous offer, but I can't afford it. Have you got another offer? So then you offer him the same offer again. And you do that over and over and over again until you reach perfect relations. And with perfect relations, you'll then be able to complete most diplomatic tasks. All right, so that's it for now. Thanks for watching.